This guy finally won a game.
There's no place in this league for that. I think the WNBA and our team and our organization has done a great job supporting me. I've had communication from everyone, from so many people across this league, and being able to support me and going through this whole process. Obviously, it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, and I think they've done a great job supporting us in this.
How did it affect you Saturday, trying to do your job, trying to play, and having this going on simultaneously?
Yeah, obviously it's tough, but I think I have a great support system. I'm loved by so many people, and obviously in the moment it's hard to hear, but my support system is great. God has protected me in so many different ways. I've gone through so many different things in the past couple of years of my life, but I think just having this support and this love and being a part of an organization that really supports me and loves me is something that I couldn't imagine not being a part of.
What do you think the league's response, just coming out right away and getting that investigation going?
Yeah, obviously, like I said, they understand that this is the priority. Obviously, there's no place for this, and they preach. I think 2 days before they put out no hate, no speech. And obviously, the women in this league, they know that, and know there's no space for that. And I believe that every player in this league deserves to be treated with respect and want to come to work and just have fun and have a great environment to work at. So I think they've done a great job putting that out, and we're obviously just going to respond as they need to.
What's up, hoop heads? Welcome back to MJ Hoops, your spot for straight talk, breakdowns, and unfiltered WNBA analysis. And today, we've got one for the books. The Chicago Sky finally got their first win of the season. That's right, against the Dallas Wings. And guess what? It was the first Sky game I decided to hate watch this season. Coincidence? I think not. Sky fans, you might want to thank me in the comments. Just saying. Let's break down the game, player by player, quarter by quarter, and of course, we're going to talk about Angel Reese, Paige Bueckers, Cardoso, Beck Allen, and the chaos that was the fourth quarter. Let's start with the big picture. The Chicago Sky are officially in the win column, not far off from the Indiana Fever anymore, a scrappy, imperfect, but gutsy win over the Dallas Wings, a team with talent, but plenty of issues. The Sky weren't spectacular by any means. This wasn't a clinic in execution, but what we did see was momentum and clutch execution late in the fourth, and that's been missing so far this season. Let's get into it. Angel Reese. She finished with what I'm calling a double single, low numbers in points and rebounds. And for most of the game, it was looking like a three-quarter disaster class. Seriously. She started off cold. Went 0 for 4, was -4 at one point, and gave up multiple offensive boards in crunch time. But, and this is a big, but Angel turned it around in the final 4 minutes. She hit 2 big layups, made a few smart passes, and actually swung the ball effectively in some offensive sets. The commentators? They were acting like Angel was MJ out there, crediting her for plays where she barely touched the ball. Let's be real, she was solid late, but she's a role player, and that's okay. In fact, that's how she should be playing. Smart, efficient, low usage, but impactful. Now let's talk about the real star of the show in the first half. Kamilla Cardoso. She scored the team's first 10 points and ended the night with 23. That's called setting the tone. Cardoso was a presence inside. Her length, her touch around the rim, and just the confidence she played with was unmatched. When the Sky were trying to find rhythm early, Cardoso was the rhythm. Even into the fourth, her energy and positioning gave the Sky options when the game started slowing down.
Last few days back from your experience in the arena on Saturday.
Yeah, obviously there's no place in this league for that. I think the WNBA and our team and our organization has done a great job supporting me. I've had communication from everyone, from so many people across this league, and being able to support me and going through this whole process. Obviously, it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, and I think they've done a great job supporting us in this.
How do you expect you Saturday, trying to do your job, trying to play, and having this going on simultaneously?
Yeah, obviously it's tough, but I think I have a great support system. I'm loved by so many people, and obviously in the moment it's hard to hear, but my support system is great. God has protected me in so many different ways. I've gone through so many different things in the past couple of years of my life, but I think just having this support and this love and being a part of an organization that really supports me and loves me is something that I couldn't imagine not being a part of.
Were you able to see the response, just coming out right away and getting that investigation going?
Yeah, obviously, like I said, they understand that this this is the priority. Obviously, there's no place for this, and they preach. I think 2 days before they put out no hate, no speech. And obviously, the women in this league, they know that, and know there's no space for that. And I believe that every player in this league deserves to be treated with respect and want to come to work and just have fun and have a great environment to work at. So I think they've done a great job putting that out, and we're obviously just going to respond if they need to.
Were you able to give them kind of details of where like where the general vicinity was? You heard stuff.
That's not a big question.
Yeah. Oh, she did. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
What would you like the league to do with those haters?
She's already answered this as well. We'll move on to the next.
Angel, moving on from that, though.
Thank you.
You guys obviously had your first test of adversity with this new group. How do you feel you guys are able to bounce back from that and practice this experiencing high today? So
yeah,
talk to me about that.
obviously a loss sucks, especially the first game out. But I think at this point we're just sticking together and knowing where we're supposed to be. Obviously, we're not supposed to look how we're supposed to look in July or August. So I think we're in a great place right now. Everybody's positive. Everybody's coming back. Everybody's has looked themselves in the mirror and figured out the things that we need to work on individual to come together as a group.
Have you had an experienced an incident before in the WNBA? Things from the crowd that were hateful across the line?
We'll move on to the next question. Thank you.
When you look at the film from Saturday, what are some of the things that stand out to you right away, or something
Yeah.
you want to fix?
Yeah, I mean, as a post player, my screening angles and also defensively making sure I get on my coverages. Obviously, I usually guard one of the best players. So just being able to match up with my coverage and being able to take and guard our yard, I think that's most important. And understanding our personnel, our coaches do a great job and spend long hours here. So making sure that we are following up with that and making sure that we're just aligning with that.
Angel, the high road you mentioned to me, how did you like that? Just kind of testing things out a little bit, and you obviously being pulled out. It looks like it's really good for touching on the court.
Yeah, I think that we have a great connection. Obviously, 4 or 5, the skyscrapers. I think I always selfishly say that I think I pass her the best passes, and I kind of encourage her. A lot of times I'm like, you can kill everybody that's in front of you, and sometimes I like try to get her going and pushing her and pushing her. So I think the sky is the limit for Camilla and things that she can do, and I'm excited to see what she can showcase this year.
Communicating a fellow post, how do you think that helps you pass a little bit better because you know how to get it?
I think posts have the great best passes to each other, and that's why I try to encourage her and try to push her as much as I can, because I think sometimes, obviously, when you don't see the ball a lot of times, you're running down 7 screens. I feel like we're running sometimes, just running, but obviously just to stay motivated. And I think we do a great job motivating each other. And obviously it's early. We're still figuring out where we like our passes from Sloot and our other guards. So I think we'll ease it at the right time. I know it's going to be great. Obviously for Sloot, obviously playing against New York and then being back home, I know that environment is going to be great. But obviously Wintrust and the Chicago Sky fans have done a great job supporting us, even on the road. I mean, obviously the little bit of fans that are there, we still can hear them, and we really appreciate them.
Angel, just a couple questions about practice today. What was Tyler's message to the team? And then we also saw Jeff seem to be giving a talk.
Yeah.
So what were some of those messages that you heard from them?
Yeah, staying together. Win or lose, we have to stay together. Obviously, it's going to be a roller coaster throughout the season. Obviously, Tyler has been on a championship team, so he knows what it takes. He knows we're not supposed to look great right now, obviously. So just continuing to encourage us. Obviously, we could be down right now and just sit in sorrow, but we have to get up and play again on Thursday. So I think we have great leadership here, and bringing these vets in that have been through this league for a while. They have lost games and knows how to feel. So I think it's really encouraging for me and also the younger players.
We have time for a few more.
I don't know. I just want to play.
Any more? Thank you.
Let me be clear. Beck Allen was the best player for the Sky. Not close. When things looked dicey, when momentum was slipping, she stepped up. Her shot-making, defense, and composure were everything you want from a vet. This was Beck Allen's game. She kept them in it when the Wings looked ready to pull away. In a game like this, you need someone who just gets it done, and Beck Allen was that for Chicago. If you're building the real starting 5, Beck Allen has to be in the lineup, not Kia Nurse. Let's talk about the clutch duo, Ariel Atkins and Courtney Vandersloot. In the final stretch, these two were elite. Ariel had 17 points, raising her season average and looking more and more like her old self. Sloot? She took advantage of the defense not respecting her enough, got to the basket, made the smart reads, and controlled the pace. Playmaking from these two was what kept the Sky composed when Dallas was throwing punches. Now on the Dallas Wings side, let's just say it wasn't pretty. You look at Arike Okunbowale's box score and think she kept them in the game. But if you actually watched, Arike was the reason they lost. Hero ball, inefficient shots, and zero flow in the offense. Meanwhile, Paige Bueckers was a ghost in the fourth quarter. A very quiet 15 points, barely touched the ball late. It was one of the most anonymous, solid stat line games I've ever seen. And look, Paige didn't play badly, she just didn't assert herself. She needs to command the ball more. Period. Let's talk rotations for a sec. The Sky's actual best 5 players right now? Cardoso, Beck Allen, Ariel Atkins, Courtney Vandersloot, Angel Reese as a 5th option. And that's not a bad lineup. If you keep Angel in her role, not trying to be a star, just make the extra pass, rebound, cut smartly, she can be effective. With Beck in the starting 5 over Kia Nurse, you have more balance and floor spacing. And yeah, quick note on the commentary. The way they were hyping Angel Reese was just wild. Like, we had ball movement where Angel made a single pass in a chain of 4, and somehow she was getting credit for the assist on a shot 3 passes later. Let's keep things honest. Give her credit for what she did, not for what everyone else did after she moved the ball once. At the end of the day, this win was about 3 players: Cardoso, Beck Allen, and Ariel Atkins. Reese had a strong final stretch, and Sloot managed the game beautifully late. This wasn't a statement win, but it was a turning point. The Sky aren't great yet, but they're not bad either. There's potential here. They just need to get the rotations right and stick to the identity they showed in the fourth. If you're enjoying these deep dives, breakdowns, and honest WNBA takes, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to MJ Hoops, and let's get this channel to 100,000 subs and beyond. Drop a comment below. Was Angel Reese's 4th quarter underrated or overrated? Should Paige Bueckers be more assertive? What lineup changes would you make for the Sky? This has been MJ Hoops, where we keep it real, keep it smart, and keep it hoops. Catch y'all in the next one.